But back in the day, is it true that Colonel Tom Parker came to you about I Will Always Love You?
Oh, yeah.
And you had to, again, this is where I think you know yourself so well of what can and can't work for you. And I think that takes a lot of people a lifetime to learn and sometimes still struggle with it. Why did you decide to not allow them to use the song? Was it because of the ownership rights?
Yes. Well, I had already had a #1 song on it. That song came out in 1972, I think, that it came out. But anyway, I had a #1 song on I Will Always Love You. And so I had started my publishing company, and that was my biggest copyright at that time. And because it had been #1. And so I was starting that for my family, for whatever I would leave behind. So when they said I was going to go down to record the song, or going to the session, and Colonel Tom called me that afternoon and said, we don't record anything with Elvis unless we have the publishing. I said, well, you can't have the publishing on that one. He said, well, we have to have at least half. I said, you can't have half either. He said, well, then we can't record it. And I was heartbroken because it wasn't Elvis. It was Colonel Tom. He made a lot of decisions that Elvis didn't
even know about
probably. But anyhow, so I didn't let him have it. And then several years later, of course, Whitney did it. And I was so glad to keep the publishing because I made a lot of money off of that.
And you deserved
and I
every
didn't want
penny.
Colonel Tom to have had that money. So everything kind of makes this little circle. Whitney had I Will Always Love You, made it worldwide.
I mean, I
but I
so
made
much.
that decision as a businesswoman. I was thinking, I'm starting out my life, and it is the music business. So I was exercising the business end of, of the music.